Good morning. Welcome to a Tuesday morning. It is the 4th day of June.
Good morning. It's a sleepy one in this studio. I'm tired today.
It is Hug Your Cat Day today. So Taylor Swift, there you go. It's Cheese Day, Shopping Cart Day. We'll talk more about shopping carts later this morning. And it's Old Maid's Day.
Like the game?
No, like the woman who's over the age of 30 and never married.
That's not a thing.
You are old maid.
That's not a thing.
It is a thing.
No, it's not.
Look it up, Jahna.
Maybe in your generation,
Look
old
it
man.
up.
No.
Wow.
No.
Look it up. Google what is an old maid. Just do it right now.
Not loading.
Oh my God. She's
not loading. I can't stop yawning.
What is an old maid? Unmarried woman over the age of 30.
Yeah, maybe when you only lived till you were like 50.
Jahna. Cat Country 107.3. Country 107.3 mornings with Joe and Jahna. That's Bailey Zimmerman. He's going to be with us in just over 2 weeks on the beach in Wildwood for the Barefoot Country Music Fest.
It's coming up quick.
Gets underway Thursday, June 20th. Everything you need to know about Barefoot can be found at catcountry1073.com. Good morning. We're Joe and Jahna. Here are 3 things you need to know this morning. Are you voting today? It's primary election day here in New Jersey. The big race appears to be between the Democrats who are competing for Senator Bob Menendez's seat.
A retirement community in Absecon is suing Atlanta County Utilities Authority over gases from a nearby landfill. Residents of Bel Air Lakes filed a lawsuit this past week alleging that they've been exposed for years to landfill gases that made breathing difficult and left many people nauseated. The lawsuit maintains the landfill exceeded state limits for nearly a decade despite regular monitoring.
What's that smell?
Ew.
The latest movie to be filmed in South Jersey being filmed right now. The movie People Not Places stars a 90-year-old Shirley MacLaine.
Wow. South Jersey weather for today, partly to mostly sunny, high of 77.
On the way in less than 20 minutes, how you can win a trip for 2 to see Kenny Chesney at a secret location this summer. It's all on Cat Country 107.3. Country 107.3, mornings with Joe and Jahna. Jelly roll, halfway to heaven. I don't find myself asking myself that question. I find myself asking the question, am I halfway to lunch or am I halfway to dinner? Which is closer?
Well,
it's Cat Country 107.3. It's time for Jahna's Fangirl Update.
I'll allow you to have that question. That makes sense. We all have
You'll
a lyric.
Allow me.
Yeah, yeah. We all have a song, a lyric to a song, I should say, that we sing the wrong words to. So I used to sing...
Halfway to lunch, halfway to dinner.
LOL, that's funny. I used to sing Elton John's Benny and the Jets wrong. I used to say electric boobs instead of electric boots when I was little. But a lot of Morgan Wallen fans are experiencing that right now and sharing it on TikTok. There's a lyric in his song Cowgirls with Ernest that everyone is getting wrong. So instead of saying rodeo for one night, people are hearing rodeo 419. And there's an entire hashtag dedicated to figuring out what rodeo 419 means on TikTok. I'm here to set the record straight. Nothing. It means nothing, okay? You're just hearing the words to the song wrong. It's rodeo for one night, but the videos are pretty funny of people trying to figure out what this means. And we've got them up for you right now. CatCountry1073.com and on the Cat Country 107.3 app. That's Jahna's Fangirl Update on Cat Country 107.3.
One of America's favorite pastimes, figuring out a way to get out of jury duty.
Yes.
Why are you getting out of jury duty? Listen to this story. A juror in a fraud case in Minneapolis was dismissed after a woman dropped off a bag containing $120,000 in cash at the juror's home.
Wow.
I want to be on your jury.
Yeah, right?
The offer came with a disturbing proposition, more money if she voted to acquit 7 individuals charged with embezzling over $40 million from a program intended to provide meals for children during the pandemic. The 23-year-old juror, what did she do with the money? She called authorities and turned it in.
Oh.
It's Cat Country 107.3, mornings with Joe and Jahna, Shabuzi, and a bar song. We're Joe and Jahna. So we have a Joe and Jahna question of the day for this morning. We're going to look for your answers at 7:20. That's when we'll have the best answers. So you can get us your answers right now at 609-383-1073 or at the Message Us button on the Cat Country 107.3 app. Is it ever acceptable to not return your shopping cart to the shopping cart corral thingy?
I don't know. I do. I always do.
Wow, you don't?
No, I do. I always do.
Oh.
Because I always feel bad.
You always do, 100% of the time?
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever. Even if it's raining, thunderstorming?
I really don't think I've ever not put it away. Yeah, seriously.
We've had a secret camera following Country 107.3 mornings with Joe and Jahna. Time now for your Cat Country joke of the morning. We do this every weekday morning at this time. Jason lives in Galloway. You sent us the joke we're used today. Thank you, Jason.
Thanks, Jason.
On the first day of Trevor's freshman year in college, His English professor asked the students to state their names and one interesting fact about themselves. Trevor said, "My brother and I know the definition of every single word in the English language." While a wave of laughter rolls through the auditorium, the professor raised her hands to the students. "Is that so?" she asked. "Yes, ma'am. Absolute truth." She wrote the word supercilious on the board. "Okay, Trevor, what does that word mean?" He looked at the board for a moment and said, "That's one of the words that my brother knows." See, he said him and his brother knew every word.
Right.
3 mornings with Joe and Jahna. Happy Tuesday morning. Happy Old Maid's Day. Jahna does not like to be called an old maid, even though technically, according to the definition, she's over 30 and unmarried.
Most people are over 30 and unmarried.
We could call you a spinster instead. That's also an acceptable term.
That's fine. I'll be a spinster.
Jahna the spinster.
And you're at peace. No.
Coming up at 7:20.
That's not true.
Our question.
I still have a partner at home.
No, married.
So no peace there.
Partner is not it. It has to be married. You have to be married in order to not be an old maid or a spinster.
It's a crock. Don't do it. It's a trap. Go ahead.
7:20, our question of the day. When is it acceptable to not return your shopping cart to the corral thingy? Is it ever acceptable?
Never.
Let us know on the Cat Country 107.3 app at the Message Us button or call us at 609-383-1073. True confession, I've not 100% always returned my shopping cart, and I will tell you why. Coming up at 7:20.
Joe.
Because I feel I'm better than everybody else. That's why.
Well, at least you're honest about it.
I'm kidding. Cat Country 107.3 mornings with Joe and Jahna. Time now for your Cat Country dumb story of the morning.
Are we going anywhere fun?
This morning we go to London, England. Police say they got a complaint from a woman at the ice cream store. Apparently she ordered her ice cream cone and it didn't come with enough sprinkles on it. Good morning. We're Joe and John. 3 things you need to know this morning. Are you voting today? It's primary election day here in New Jersey. The big race appears to be between the Democrats who are competing for Senator Bob Menendez's seat.
A retirement community in Absecon is suing Atlanta County Utilities Authority over gases from a nearby landfill. Residents of Bel Air Lakes filed a lawsuit this past week alleging that they've been exposed for years to landfill gases that made breathing difficult and left many people nauseated. The lawsuit maintains the landfill exceeded state limits for nearly a decade despite regular monitoring.
What's that smell?
Ew.
The latest movie to be filmed in South Jersey being filmed right now. The movie People Not Places stars a 90-year-old Shirley MacLaine.
Wow. South Jersey weather for today, partly to mostly sunny, high of 77.
On the way in less than 20 minutes, how you can win a trip for 2 to see Kenny Chesney at a secret location this summer. It's all on Cat Country 107.3. And here we go. Cat Country morning birthday shout-out start right now.
And go.
Happy birthday to Candy Freilich of Millville. Candy is 61.
Yes, she is.
Greg Clerico of Summers Point is 55. Victoria Comiskey of Ocean City, the big 4-0. Happy birthday, Victoria.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to David Price of Wildwood, who's 53. Christy Chisholm celebrates today. It's Kim Romaldi's birthday. She's from Seaville. Happy birthday, Alyssa Sinclair of Stafford Township. Tori Foster has a birthday today. It's Holly Duncan's birthday. She's from Blackwood. Jace Perna of Mays Landing is 10 today.
Jace, happy birthday.
2 handfuls. And happy birthday to Giovanna Hendrickson of Estelle Manor. Giovanna is legal today. She's 21.
Uh-oh.
That's
Watch
it.
out.
We miss you. Happy with you as well. The recipient of our Cat Country big birthday shout out today, Giovanni Hendrickson. 7.3 mornings with Joe and Jahna. Here's the deal. We got a Joe and Jahna question of the day today. We're getting a lot of answers already. When is it okay to not return your shopping cart at the grocery store to the shopping cart corral thingy?
Never. The shopping cart corral thing.
Carl Patali agrees with you. He says there are no reasons. Rich says none. Don't be lazy. Helen says none.
Yeah.
Celine says only if you're handicapped.
Well,
Tina says for someone physically able, there aren't any.
I can understand that one.
Okay. Jean says non-existent. Buddy says only if you're pregnant or crippled.
Oh, maybe pregnant, because if you really can't push it, I don't know.
Nick is honest. He says I'm lazy.
You know what, Nick? I respect that. That's fine.
Michelle says in a hurry because the checkout line was too long and they need to get the kids off the bus. Otherwise,
30 seconds is going to kill you?
Janice said if you have an infant.
I don't know. I
found this mom on TikTok says she's not returning her shopping cart. Listen.
I'm not returning my shopping cart. And you can judge me all you want. Mm-hmm. I'm not getting my groceries into my car, getting my children into the car, and then leaving them in the car to go return the cart. So if you're going to give me a dirty look.
Yeah.
It was your choice to have kids, lady.
Is that acceptable if you have little
kids?
Yeah, I would think that would be acceptable, okay? But then along comes this girl also on TikTok. She responds.
When we accept using a shopping cart as a tool to help us shop, part of the responsibility is just putting it back in a safe place. But when you say the choices are to put your kids in an unsafe place or return the cart, it's not actually the case, because you took your kids from the car to go get the shopping cart. So there is a time period in which we are not in the shopping cart in between your car and wherever you got the shopping cart from. So we can thus repeat that process at the end in putting the shopping cart right back where it belongs and then going to the car.
Obviously, a woman who's never had a child in her custody at all, ever.
Maybe.
Mom, let's go!
Well, that's true.
He hit me!
But still, your kid can cry in the car. That's fine. You can take the 30 seconds to put the car.
107.3 Mornings with Joe and Jahna. We have tickets to see Hardy up for grabs on Morning Trivia in about 15 minutes.
I love Hardy.
In the meantime, the Joe and Jahna question of the day today, is it ever acceptable to not return your shopping cart to the shopping cart corral thingy? Well, if you want to use the shopping cart as a chair while you wait for the bus, it's kind of acceptable.
Oh, well, people do that, don't they?
Janet said not if you have an infant. It's acceptable to not return your cart there.
Is it? I don't know about all that.
Kyra says if you're parked far away from the park corral and you have young children in the car.
Kyra, or if your name's Kira. Either one. There you go.
I think that's acceptable if you have little kids. I can understand that. Really. If you're a mom or dad with little kids, you just went through like an hour and a half ordeal at the store. Get everybody, let's go home. Mike from Port Norris, they pay people to collect the carts.
So what's that mean?
I don't know. If they didn't pay people, maybe you wouldn't have $300 grocery shopping bills.
That's what I was going to say. I don't think that's the flex you think it is.
This is a very interesting answer, and I've never heard this before, but it makes sense. All right. Reason for not returning your shopping cart.
Yeah.
This is from Laura. She said, I always walk my cart over to the handicap spots and leave them there.
Why?
Ever since my mom has a handicap placard, I learned how important it is she has access to a close cart. The corrals are usually so far away from the handicap spots to someone that has difficulty walking.
That's a really good point. Now, you're doing...
Now we're going to go to ShopRite at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
And move all the carts into
the handicap spots are going to be ringed with carts.
I know. Or we're just going to be there putting them all there. I think that's sweet. Now now I feel conflicted because now I want to go put my cart in the handicap spot.
I've never heard that before.
Like I would walk even if it was a little bit far from my car, I would do that.
Right.
Oh.
See? You never know what other people are going through.
That was nice.
What other challenges people are having.
I might stand corrected and I might have to be a first time not put my cart away or offender.
Cat Country 107.3. We're Joe and Jahna. Should we return the carts to the corral or not?
You should return it. And when I was a teenager in high school, I used to be one of those people that worked at Acme and had to go out and collect all those shopping carts that people left in the parking lot. Mm-hmm. So as a courtesy now, I know what it's like to go out and all kinds of weather and get those carts, but I always make sure I return them.
Well, if people return them, you wouldn't have had a job.
Well, true, but I was also a bagger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yes, she would, Joe.
You had something else to do.
She's multifaceted.
And do you know, to be a bagger, I had to go to bagging school?
Country 107.3 Mornings with Joe and Jahna. Cat Country Morning Trivia is on the air. Phone number is 609-383-1073. Or you can hit the Call Us button on the Cat Country 107.3 app. You must talk to us in order to win today. The prize, 2 tickets to see Hardy. He's going to be at Freedom Mortgage Pavilion June 27th. You'll have 2 tickets for Hardy at Freedom Mortgage Pavilion when you win trivia this morning. By the way, tickets for Hardy available at livenation.com. Here's your question. 4 out of 10 people say they never change this unless they're forced to. They never change this unless they're forced to.
Does that apply to you or me?
I'm not one of these people. I don't know if you are.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, I might be. Yeah, I think I am. On second thought, I am.
Okay.
Yes. I'm included here. 4 out of 10 people never change this unless they have to. It's not your underwear. Even the old maids out there.
Joe,
and in here.
Stop it.
It's Old Maids Day.
No, it's not.
Everyone over the age of 30, women who have not been married, it's their day today.
No.
Except you've been elected to be called spinster instead of old maid.
I've elected that. Yes, sure.
All right. Let's get back to morning trivia, shall we? At stake, 2 tickets to see Hardy at Freedom Mortgage Pavilion, June 27th. You got 2 tickets when you win this morning. 4 out of 10 people say they never change this unless they're forced to. I am one of those 4 out of 10 people. Never change this unless you're forced to. Let's go to the phones. Hi, Cat Country.
Hi, is it your toothbrush?
No, that's not it. Thank
you. That's gross.
You're now forced to change your toothbrush.
Yeah, right.
Hi, Cat Country. What's your answer?
Your phone number?
No, that's not it. Thank you.
That would be true for me.
Hi, Cat Country. What's your answer?
Change the oil in your car?
No, that's not it. Thank you. Hi, Cat Country. What's your answer?
Hi, password?
Password's absolutely right. You're a winner.
Thank you. Oh, my God. This is the first time I've ever won anything.
Yay.
There you go. What's your name?
Adriana. I'm from East Landing, and I call literally every morning on my way to work.
Well, today it paid off.
Got through in one.
There you go.
Congratulations. 10 minutes in front of 8 with Joe and Jahna. I want to say a big hello to Don in Little Lake Harbor. Don messaged us on the Cat Country 107.3 app today. He said, I'd like to thank you for playing our national anthem at 7 a.m. We need this heard. Thank you. 100% service connected. He said he's a disabled Vietnam veteran. He says, I don't know where we're heading, but I will do my best to protect Old Glory.
I love that.
Donald, thank you for your service.
Don.
We certainly appreciate you. Good morning. We're 3 things you need to know this morning. Are you voting today? It's primary election day here in New Jersey. The big race appears to be between the Democrats who are competing for Senator Bob Menendez's seat.
A retirement community in Absecon is suing Atlanta County Utilities Authority over gases from a nearby landfill. Residents of Bel Air Lakes filed a lawsuit this past week alleging that they've been exposed for years to landfill gases that made breathing difficult and left many people nauseated. The lawsuit maintains the landfill exceeded state limits for nearly a decade despite regular monitoring.
What's that smell?
Ew.
The latest movie to be filmed in South Jersey being filmed right now. The movie People Not Places stars a 90-year-old Shirley MacLaine.
Wow. South Jersey weather for today, partly to mostly sunny, high of 77.
On the way in less than 20 minutes, how you can win a trip for 2 to see Kenny Chesney at a secret location this summer. It's all on Cat Country 107.3. Country 107.3 mornings with Joe and Jahna. Time now for my favorite tweets for the last 24 hours.
All right, let's go.
There are 5 of them. Number 1, many people mistakenly believe that diamond is the hardest substance on Earth, when in fact it's microwaved egg on the sides of the bowl. Absolutely right.
Ew.
Number 2, I love jerk chicken. But my real favorites are a-hole beef and doesn't return the shopping cart pork. So yeah, it's a shopping cart theme today.
Yeah.
Number 3, I can't wait for someone to fall in love with me so I can quote Titanic in its entirety.
I promise you that doesn't happen.
Number 4, instead of take your child to work day, there should be take your therapist to work day so they can see exactly what you've been talking about.
I think for all of us, that would be a great
We're Joe and
idea.
Jahna. These are my favorite tweets. Last one, number 5, summertime and the living's easy. 3 mornings with Joe and Jahna. Another traffic problem, actually the same traffic problem as yesterday. There's some work being done on the Garden State Parkway. We've got a big slowdown southbound in Cape May County. From about even before the Cape May tolls all the way down to the Sea Isle at Woodbine exit 17. So
Jeez, give yourself extra time.
if you're going into Cape May, yes, be careful. Jahna, question for you this morning. Are you getting your steps in every day? 10,000 steps?
Yes, 10,000 steps I try to. For the most part, I would say 80% of my week I do get my steps in.
And how do you keep track of this?
On my Apple Watch.
New research out this morning shows it's not necessary to take 10,000 steps every day.
What? My whole life is a lie?
Country 107.3 mornings with Joe and Jahna. Take a little ride. Take a little ride in an airplane to go see Kenny Chesney later this summer.
It's time, and it's going to be such a good trip that we're not even allowed to tell you where you're going in.
A once-in-a-lifetime trip to an undisclosed secret location. You'll get airfare, hotel for you and your friend, $500 in spending money, and of course, 2 tickets to see the show with Kenny Chesney. What you need to do to win is to listen for the 5 codes today and every weekday, 8:20 and 10:20 in the morning, 1:20 and 4:20 in the afternoon. Evan has the 5th code every night on Taste of Country Nights a little after 7, about 7:20. When you capture a code, go to the Cat Country 107.3 app, go to the button that says
Party with Kenny.
And type in your code. Here it is, code number 1 for today, your 8:20 code for Tuesday, 147.
147. You're going to find that Party with Kenny button on the Cat Country 107.3 app. It's right in the center. You can't miss it. You're going to click it, type in 147 for your 820 code this morning, and then Jess is going to have your next code at 10.